Okay, let's talk about this. Brittney Griner filing for divorce after 8 years with Cherelle. This isn't just another celebrity split. Let me break down why this story cuts deeper than most people realize. First, the timing. If you remember, Brittney was detained in Russia for 10 months over cannabis cartridges, a nightmare that dominated headlines in 2022. At the time, Cherelle was her rock, fighting publicly to bring her home. So here's the twist: less than 4 years after that emotional ordeal, their marriage is dissolving. That contrast? It's haunting. Like, did the trauma of that imprisonment create cracks they couldn't fix? Or is this proof that even the strongest relationships can buckle under unimaginable pressure? Personally, I think the Russia saga is the key lens here. We often romanticize fighting for love in crises, but surviving something like that? It's not a happily ever after fix. It's messy. And this divorce exposes the reality so many couples face after public trauma. The world cheers their reunion, then quietly judges when they can't stay strong forever. Now, let's dissect the custody angle. They're asking for joint custody of their son Bash, born in 2024. Wait, Bash wasn't even alive during Brittney's detention. So this kid enters the picture 2 years after mom's return, and now the family structure's changing? That's layered. From my perspective, this highlights how post-trauma rebuilding isn't just about the couple, it's a lifelong ripple effect on kids. People might oversimplify this as a bad timing divorce, but what about Bash's reality? Will media narratives paint one parent as the absent figure? And let's call out the elephant in the room: Brittney's career as a WNBA star. Athletes already face fleeting career windows, and her legal battles in Russia likely accelerated her timeline. How much did that pressure strain things? What many people don't realize is that elite athletes' marriages often hinge on hyperstructured timelines: retirement, parenthood, public image. When you throw in a geopolitical crisis, it's like stacking stress bombs. Then there's the financial aspect. Brittney's filing mentions equitable division of assets. Let's get real: when you're a high-earning athlete, divorce isn't just about splitting stuff fairly, it's about power dynamics. Who controlled the finances during the marriage? How does a prisoner swap aftermath affect endorsement deals or long-term earnings? This isn't tabloid fodder, it's a case study in how systemic issues, like the lack of robust mental health support for athletes, play out in very public ways. And yet, we reduce this to "marriage ended after 8 years" headlines. A detail I find fascinating? The statement from Brittney's lawyer asking for privacy. That's standard legalese, but in this context, it feels almost ironic. These women spent years under microscopic scrutiny during the detainment crisis. Now they're expected to just disappear privately. Impossible. The public owns their story now. But here's the deeper question this raises: why do we even care so much? I mean, yes, Brittney's a trailblazer, openly gay, a dominant athlete, a political pawn. But our obsession with dissecting her marriage reveals this weird cultural double standard. We celebrate her strength as a survivor, yet now we'll critique her failure to maintain a relationship. That's the paradox. What this really suggests is that society still struggles to reconcile public heroism with private vulnerability. And let's not pretend Cherelle's role as an advocate isn't part of this narrative. She became a symbol of resilience herself. But what happens when the heroic spouse narrative collides with the mundane realities of parenting and career balancing? It's not a betrayal, it's just life. But we'll probably see hot takes claiming they rushed into marriage post-crisis or fame broke them. Those are lazy takes. Relationships are ecosystems, not sound bites. So here's my closing thought: this divorce isn't about blame. It's about complexity. And maybe, just maybe, this is a moment to rethink how we consume celebrity relationships. When the next shocking split hits your feed, ask yourself, what invisible threads are pulling at this story? Because 9 times out of 10, the real drama isn't what's printed, it's the unspoken weight of surviving life's grenades. What's your take? Drop it below. Let's dissect this like the nuanced humans we are.